again, Rizalites, and welcome back to our chill corner where we unpack results life beyond the textbook. And for today's episode is the letters, love, and loneliness. Kasi kahit gano'n pa yung katalino, there is a man with heartbreak, self-doubt, and all the emo vibes talaga.
So, umpisahan ko lang with the fact na hindi porket bayani si Rizal, perfect na siya. He also struggled, big time. Kasi sa Madrid, minsan wala siyang pera. Literal na nagtitipid lang siya. And in one letter to his family, he said na he couldn't eat properly.
As in, sinabi niya talaga, I feel like a leaf tossed by the wind. Grabe, di ba? Hindi lang siya national hero, pero sorry for this, medyo sad boy din siya. And let's not forget, he also fell in love maraming beses. Pero the most iconic, Josephine Bracken.
Si Josephine, I think she actually lived with Rizal Salapitan, partner in life and in love. And I think they tried to get married pero hindi sila pinayagan ng pari dahil Rizal refused to retract his beliefs. Hindi siya pumayag na talikuran ang principles niya kahit para ito sa pag-ibig.
Tawat naman nun. Pero si Rizal, pinur niya pa rin yung feelings niya into poetry eh. Kagaya nung, ano yun, yung Mi Ultimo Adios or My Last Farewell. And sa last, ayun yung last poem niya before execution. And may lines doon about love, sacrifice, and syempre yung bansa natin, yung Pilipinas. Imaginein mo, no, writing something that deep hours before death mo. Parang, kilabot lang naman talaga.
Pero alam nyo, beyond all the romance, you'll see Rizal who is constantly wrestling about himself. Sa letters niya, ang daming tanong sa sarili niya if the actions that he has done was enough. Nakaka-relate din no?
Super. That kind of doubt hits hard. Lalo na sa panahon na pagod ka na, wala kang support system, pero si Rizal, kahit exiled, kahit homesick, kahit binabantaan ng kamatayan, tuloy pa rin siya.
Exactly. Sa Dapitan, instead of giving up, gumawa siya ng school, ng clinic, and even a water system. Like he said, if I can't change the world, I'll change my corner of it. And kung isipin niyo yun, it's very poetic and practical.
And kahit busy siya with helping people, hindi siya tumigil magsulat eh. Yung letters, journals, essays, pati mga articles. Pati nga love letters, di na nakakalimutan yun. And parang writing was his way of fighting. And yun ang revolution niya. Yung ideas, knowledge, pati yung katotohanan.
And you know what's wild? That the more you read his letters, the more human he becomes. Hindi siya stiff statue na may barong lang. He was also real. He got tired, he felt lost, and he loved hard. Like most of us.
Parang tayo rin minsan, lalo na when we feel like, ano ba tong ginagawa ko? But Rizal reminds us, kahit small steps, kahit tahimik lang, may halaga.
And knowing all this makes him relatable. Hindi lang sa holiday niya, hindi lang sa mga history books. Pero Rizal was a person that truly na nagmahal, nasaktan, pero hindi sumuko.
So, coming up next, we're zooming out. From Rizal the man to Rizal versus the system. Sino nga ba yung kalaban niya? Bakit nga ba siya tina-target? At ano ang nangyari sa society habang sumusulat siya ng mga nobela?
Get ready kasi medyo intense. History gets spicy sa next episode.